Earlier this morning, Chairman Westwood spoke at a press conference. He spoke of the U.S. human rights violations in Texas and abruptly denied any acts of human rights denial by the American Federation. It appears that we have breaking news. The American Federation is withdrawing temporarily from Dallas. Yes, it would seem that they are retreating westward towards Abilene, Texas, and must regroup in order to prepare another attack. It was General Baker's U.S. relief troops that had broke through our line and temporarily defeated us.
We're sorry to interrupt your currently scheduled television show to inform you of this breaking story. Only hours ago, the Battle of Dallas ended. USA Today is happy to report a complete and total U.S. victory over the rebel insurgents. Now, please hold for the President, John Carver.
Good morning, America. I come to you from the morning after of the Battle of Dallas. Nathan Daniels has been coming to you and reporting about his grand battle plans, his wonderful army, and his great generals that serve under him. I come to tell you that they are not as great as he says. They have failed. We have won the Battle of Dallas. Nathan Daniels has lost. And I am coming to offer the Confederation the chance to have peace, and this is going to be my final offer of peace. If Nathan Daniels is willing to give up his foolish dreams of becoming his own sovereign nation, then we can both peacefully coexist. And if he chooses to not take this option, we will burn him to hell.
Good people of the American Federation, today I was given the honor of opening the new American Federation Technology Center. From this building, we will be mass producing weapons to destroy the United States of America in our war for freedom. Already this week, we suffered a major loss during the Battle of Dallas, Texas. But Sir Thomas Force guarantees me that we will take the city, and we will take it. I don't care what John Carver has to say or any of his officials at the Pentagon. We will not lose the Battle of Dallas.
Sniper!
Good evening, people of the United States. After a week of heavy fighting across the martial law states, our forces have moved into Federation territory. We have breaking news. Ladies and gentlemen, I have just been informed that Federation rebel leader Nathan Daniels has been assassinated. President John Carver is set to give a speech momentarily. Please hold for the President.
Good midday, America. How's it going? I'm John Carver, and I come with you with interesting news. Revolutionary and terrorist Nathan Daniels has been murdered by his own people, ironically. Imagine that. I guess they saw his weak leadership and his flaws in his character and personality. And this leads to a weak federation, or federation to be, which is failing. And here we have finally resulted that we will be taking off martial law in most of the states, right in this area, and we will be lessening the martial law in these border states right here. And as a result of all of this, and especially Nathan Daniels' death by his own people, we have decided that the war is over. Congratulations, America. We won.
Today, I must bring you painful, sorrowful, heart-shattering news. Our leader, the man who brought this great nation, the American Federation, into existence, the father of this country, Nathan Daniels has been assassinated. It happened early this morning, and we cannot be clear yet, but we are almost certain that it was a United States fanatic who had snuck in with this as his only intent. Now, we will go live to Chairman Westwood, who will assume the presidency and surely bring vengeance on the great Daniel's death.
Good people of the American Federation, I come to you today with grim news. Your president, Nathan Daniels, has been brutally assassinated by an American fanatic earlier today during one of his speeches. So I come to you today to tell you that I, Russell Westwood, chairman of We Are America and the American Federation, am assuming the presidency of the American Federation. I would also like to point out that John Carver has said that we surrender. We do not surrender. We will fight to the bitter end. In the name of Nathan Daniels.
Good evening, USA. Tonight we have breaking news. Earlier today, we have achieved victory in Miles City, Montana. The city became a refugee camp for loyal citizens across the state. And now to the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff press conference, who is live in Miles City.
I have great news for you, men and women of America. After fierce fighting in the key state of Montana, I am pleased to announce that the United States has defeated all insurgents within Miles City. This city has become a bastion of hope, as it has effectively secured all of western Montana. Due to this victory, we have the Army of Oregon on the run, and we'll soon be at its borders.
We interrupt your currently scheduled broadcasting to bring you breaking news. A series of events has recently unfolded. Only moments ago, Alaska has joined the American Federation in its fight for true freedom. Due to these circumstances, Westwood, our new president, has agreed with Russia on terms of treaties. Russia shall be providing the American Federation with both troops, arms, and new weaponry that the American Federation does not have its hands on, in exchange for a large portion of the oil supply from Alaska. Sir Thomas, the general of the Army of Southern California, is enraged by this recent treaty. As a direct disciple of Nathan Daniels, he was a strong believer in isolationist and does not agree that the American Federation should be entering into the world war between Russia and the European Union.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Federation, I just found out about the most treacherous and disturbing act that I believe I have ever heard of. The president of this federation has decided against all previous actions by the ex-president, God bless his name, Nathan Daniels, to form an alliance with a foreign power, not only a foreign power, but Russia. This treason is ludicrous. We can handle this alone. If we involve foreign nations, then we are later going to have to deal with them in the same way we are dealing with the Americans now. Why involve other nations when it's unnecessary? We are just causing more problems for the future. There's nothing that we can't handle alone. I ask that you not only petition, but demand the president to revoke such disturbing treaties immediately. Thank you.
Interrupt your currently scheduled broadcast to inform the citizens of the American Federation of the growing turmoil in the upper government. Earlier this week, President Westwood entered into a strategic treaty with Russia. As Sir Thomas says, this treaty is everything the American Federation and our late father, Nathan Daniels, stood against. Sir Thomas and his elite 141st Wolf Brigade have gone absent from the front and are rumored to be returning to L.A. President Westwood has fortified the city and an attack seems certain. Please hold for the President.